In the last year alone, the IAB set out a strategy that would advance the interests of its members and the wider interactive advertising ecosystem across a number of dimensions, from resolving the communications conundrums of measurement to advocating for the industry in front of regulators and legislators, to thought leadership, education, and taking the pain points out of our supply chain. The IAB has been at the forefront of helping the industry achieve its potential. And I'd like to share with you some of the IAB's specific achievements that I am most proud of from the past year. On public policy, the IAB has made major strides in advocating for the industry and the consumer. Earlier this year, the IAB was a leading voice in the creation of an industry first, a set of comprehensive privacy principles for the use and collection of behavioral data in online advertising, and an agreement to a self-regulatory framework that was driven by an unprecedented collaboration of the entire marketing media industry through the American Association of Advertising Agencies, the Association of National Advertisers, the Direct Marketing Association, and the IAB. The 7 principles agreed upon by these groups will serve to protect consumer privacy and ad-supportive interactive media by requiring advertisers and websites to clearly inform consumers about data collection practices, enabling consumers to exercise control over their information. The IAB also undertook a historic study of the role of the internet in the U.S. economy, looking at how it serves as an agent of innovation, economic growth, jobs, and small business empowerment. In June 2009, the IAB released the Economic Value of the Internet, the first ever comprehensive analysis of the full impact of the ad-supported internet to the U.S. Commissioned by the IAB and produced by Harvard Business School professors John Dayton and John Quelch, along with Cambridge-based Hamilton consultants, the study revealed some interesting, even amazing facts, such as the advertiser-supported internet represents 2.1% of the total U.S. gross domestic product. It directly employs more than 1.2 million Americans with above-average wages and jobs that did not exist 2 decades ago. And when other internet-dependent jobs are added in, fully 3.1 million Americans are reliant on the interactive ecosystem. Simultaneous with the study's release, the IAB staged the Long-Tail Alliance Fly-In, a first-of-its-kind show of strength as long-tail web publishers from 25 congressional districts and 13 U.S. states paid their way to Washington, D.C. to explain the importance of the advertising-supported internet, empowering small business growth in America. Long-tail publishers took over 50 meetings with members of Congress and gave numerous interviews to the press. The event marked the formal launch of the IAB's Long-Tail Alliance, a special IAB membership program designed to give voice to the thousands of small online publishers. The IAB also debuted I Am the Long Tail, a 7-minute video that puts a human face on the long tail. Created by the IAB from vignettes submitted by long-tail publishers across the nation, it can be viewed at IamTheLongtail.com. The theme of MIXX is fueling creativity. The IAB has been a driving force for the last year behind the call for a revolution in creativity in online advertising. To give it the emotional resonance and cultural significance that has long characterized great advertising and other media. As part of its commitment to bringing creative voices more deeply into the IAB, the organization established the Agency Advisory Board, comprised of 12 senior executives from the nation's leading creative, digital, and media agencies. The board's objective is to spark dialogue among agencies, publishers, and marketers, even between media agencies and creative agencies. IAB also intends to use the board to infuse the agency point of view more fully in its guidelines work and to drive forward the importance of premium online experiences with audience as the first priority. Indeed, the IAB is working with other industry bodies collaboratively on a complete reimagination of what interactive advertising should and can be. The Reimagining Interactive Advertising initiative involves embracing creativity, strategic marketing, media planning and buying, and publisher insights to harness the power of interactive advertising. In keeping with this responsibility to provide the industry with standards, guidelines, and best practices, over the past year, the IAB has released a number of market-making initiatives. It has helped drive the growth of digital video through a host of new guideline formats, best practices, and definitions. Other notable IAB contributions this year to the standardization of the industry landscape include Mobile's Buying Guide, in-game advertising measurement, social advertising best practices, click measurement guidelines, social media metrics, definitions, audience reach measurement guidelines. Wow, it's a lot. The IAB is committed to being a central gathering place for thought leadership and marketplace intelligence, to serving as a force for dialogue among marketers, agencies, and media companies at events that put the spotlight on the most pressing issues of the industry. Throughout the year, and especially here at MIXX and at the IAB annual leadership meeting coming up again in February, IAB events have developed into a leading brand for thought leadership and intriguing dialogue, attracting the highest level of speakers and the highest levels of attendees from brands, agencies, and media companies as well. Not only does the IAB provide thought leadership and education through events like this one, but just this year, it launched a professional development program that draws on the unique experience of IAB's members and staff to provide publishing, marketing, and advertising agencies and professionals the key skills and competencies that they need for success in this new media landscape.